Hello everyone! Today I'd like to speak to you about the 7 main chakras within the body. I say the main chakras because there are many chakras within your body, within your energy field, but the ones that we generally talk about are the 7 main ones that run through the central meridian of the body. And so I'm going to have a little chat with you today about them if it's something that perhaps you'd like to know a little bit more about. Quite basic information today, and then I might do a podcast later on that goes into a little bit more detail about them if that's something that you guys would like. I will speak about some crystals as well that we can use to work with the chakras, and just generally how they may sort of have an influence within your life. So if it's something that perhaps you're interested in learning a little bit more about, and just a basic understanding of the chakras. And so, as I said, 7 main chakras within your body. We have our crown chakra, our third eye, our throat chakra, our heart chakra, our solar plexus, our sacral, and our base or our root chakra. So the 7 main that run through the body. Now I'll start with the crown chakra. The crown chakra sits at the top of your head, the crown of your head. It's indigo or white, generally in colour, and it really connects us to the universe. It's a beautiful chakra that when we're balanced and when open, we can feel really connected to the world around us. We can feel connected to people around us. We can feel connected to our spirits, to our guides, if that's something you believe in, to loved ones past. We just generally feel a beautiful sense of belonging. Like we belong here, we are connected. We are connected to the physical world, we are connected to our spiritual world, to the universe. We have a sense of belonging, as I said, so we really feel connected. And the crystal that we generally work with for the crown chakra is selenite. So selenite is a beautiful white or clear crystal, and it really helps to connect us, so to help to keep us connected. I love having selenite around the house. I generally have little bars of selenite, and it's beautiful to keep them above doorways. And so particularly on the entrance and the exit of your house, so back door, front door, but also on windowsills and things. So what it does is it helps to just have a beautiful protection around your house, to keep your loved ones safe, to protect your energy and to protect the energy of your home and those that come within your home. Also helps to keep out negative, unwanted energy. So it has that beautiful connection to the energy fields around us, to keeping us safe. Selenite is a really beautiful, subtle crystal to work with that has really lovely energy. So crown chakra connects us, sense of belonging. And we move down to our third eye. Our third eye chakra sits on our forehead, so just between our eyebrows or just above there. So many people have heard of their third eye. If you give your third eye a little rub, if you literally just sort of draw a little circle on your third eye, sometimes you can feel it tingle, you can feel it there, you can feel it activating, opening. There's definitely certain times that I can really feel my third eye there, tingling away, opening, often a little message for me, something for me to just sit with, connect with. Our third eye really connects into our intuition. So third eye, when we work to balance it, to open it, it's about trusting, it's about our intuition. Again, connects with the crown chakra. Our chakras are all connected, all balanced, but generally the chakra above and below work really well with the one in between. So really working to balance them all out. So yeah, third eye chakra, intuition. Okay, it's that sense of knowing. You know what's right. You know within yourself that next step. You know that guidance. We all have intuition. Okay, it's a little bit like our muscles. Yeah, if you don't use them, they're not going to be there anymore. They're going to fade away. The more we use our intuition, the more we trust it, the more we allow it to guide us, the stronger it's going to become. And so if it's something that you'd like to start doing, connect in with your third eye, give it a little massage, give it a little circle. Amethyst is a beautiful crystal to work with the third eye. So amethyst is a beautiful purple crystal, and sometimes it can feel nice just to lie down and place an amethyst crystal on your third eye. You can lie there during meditation, or you can just lie in complete stillness, just sit with your breath, just notice how you feel. Sometimes you can feel that crystal almost vibrating, almost sort of jumping up and down on your third eye. It's really beautiful, and you can feel that opening. But really, to work with your third eye, if you want to work to balance it, to open it, start trusting yourself. Start trusting that inner knowing, that inner guidance, what you already have within you. You all have it, we all have it, we just have to use it and to trust it a little more. And then we move down to our throat chakra. As the name suggests, it sits on our throat. It's a beautiful blue colour. Sorry, our third eye is purple. I forgot to say that. Our throat chakra is blue in colour, and our throat chakra is all about communication, of course. It's about expressing ourselves. And it's about expressing ourselves authentically. So sometimes as we speak about the throat chakra, you can feel a little lump in your throat. You feel like you need to swallow or clear your throat, a little cough. That's okay, that's the energy moving. Do what you need to get that energy moving, okay? If you're feeling that now, go for it. But it's all about expressing ourselves, being true to ourselves. It connects to the heart chakra, which is the next chakra below. It connects to us aligning to our heart. I could speak about the heart all day long. It connects to us aligning to our heart, aligning to who we truly are. Okay, the things that matter the most to us, the things that are so important to us, not the things that we think are in our mind, not the things that we think other people want us to have interest in or want us to do, the things that truly sit within our hearts, and only you know what's in your heart, know how you feel. Okay, in our throat, sometimes what sits within our heart and what comes out in our communication is different. It's not connected, it's not aligned, so we can feel that lump in our throat. We can feel it when we're saying words that we don't truly believe. We can feel it. I've been there, I've done that, you know, thinking, why did you say that? Well, where did that come from? Sometimes it just comes out, okay? And again, the more you kind of go down this journey of connection, of being mindful, of really connecting into your body, to your spirit, to your soul, to your heart, to your power, which we'll speak a little bit about. The more you do that, the more you connect in, the more you catch yourself if you're starting to get a little bit out of alignment, okay? And for most, there's an imbalance in your throat chakra. For most people, it's really hard to communicate how you feel. It's really hard to tell people the truth. And we always do that from a place of love and of kindness. You know, we're not going around telling people that we don't like their jumper or their bag, or we don't like the way they're doing this or that. It's not about that, okay? It's really just about communicating and standing up for ourselves, stepping into our own voice and our own power. If we're not happy with something, we can communicate that clearly with love and with kindness. It's also about being heard as well, because sometimes we can communicate. We can feel like we've got such clear communication. That chakra is really, really good, okay? It's really good at speaking, at communicating, telling people what we need, expressing our needs. But sometimes we don't feel heard. And sometimes we can say all of these things, but that person just isn't hearing us. They're just not getting it, or they're saying they're getting it, but actions aren't quite showing that, okay? So sometimes we can have blockages there if we feel like we're being unheard as well. And again, I could speak forever about this chakra, and as I said, I'll probably do a little bit more of a detailed podcast if you're interested in that. But blue in colour, all about expressing, communicating, really speaking our true, authentic voice, making sure that those words are aligned in our heart. Beautiful crystal for the throat chakra is lapis. Lapis is a blue in colour, and it's got almost like goldy sort of speckles through it. It's really, really beautiful. Really nice to work with the throat chakra. If you're like me, you like wearing crystals around your neck. Beautiful one to wear around your neck because it sits towards your throat. You can have it high up in your throat. Helps any blockages, helps you to communicate clearly if you're struggling with that. Meditate it with it on your throat, hold it, carry it in your bag. I'll do a whole nother podcast on crystals and how we can use them as well. Lots of exciting things coming. I'm very excited for these podcasts. Your heart chakra. This has got to be my absolute favourite chakra. I love talking about the heart. I am all about living from the heart, and it's something that I continually work on each and every day to try and live more from my heart and to stay connected to it. It's something that you can't just do once, you've got to go over and over and over and over again, always connecting into what your heart is asking, what's there for you, and it's always changing. Heart is green in colour, so we work with a beautiful green aventurine crystal, but rose quartz as well. Rose quartz is my absolute favourite, beautiful feminine energy, so rose quartz is perfect for the heart. But when we speak of the chakras and connecting it to the colours, green aventurine. So green aventurine is beautiful for the heart. So our heart space, it's love, it's compassion, it's kindness, it's forgiveness. Something that we don't often speak about. Forgiving ourselves. For most of us, we're our own worst critics. We really do judge ourselves harshly and we hold on to so much. Forgive yourself. Work with forgiveness if that's something that you need to, something that is resonating with you. But forgiveness for others as well, okay? And people can do things that really cut deep, that cause trauma, that just really sit with us. We can feel like we can't get past it, okay? But when we try to sit with forgiveness, and we don't have to accept what other people have done, we don't have to accept their actions, their behaviours, but when we sit with it and we peel back those layers and we can sit with true empathy, and we can really try and see where that other person's coming from. And a lot of the time, if people are being really challenging, or if people are, just being a little bit nasty perhaps, they're often hurting themselves. That's often come from somewhere. And people are on their own journeys. People are absolutely on their own journeys. Some people are, far down that journey and that growth and that learning, that soul evolution. And some people are just starting it. Okay, we're all at different places. Our souls are all at different places, different journeys. So be kind with that. Be compassionate where you can. I know it's hard. Again, always work on your heart, okay? But your heart is there to love, kindness, compassion, to give yourself love, self-love, something I preach all the time, so important. Are you filling your own cup? Are you energizing yourself? Or are you just depleting? Where are you giving your energy to? Who are you giving your energy to? It's been so much this year around working with our heart and really trying to get us to the universe is really just sort of nudging us as to where we're placing our energy. Are we sending it to the right things? Are we aligned with our heart? What are our desires, our dreams? What's important to us? Who is important to us? Not in your mind, but in your heart. Yeah, sit with your heart space. Pop a beautiful crystal, green aventurine, rose quartz, pop it on your heart. If you don't have crystals, that's fine. Pop your hands to your heart. Feel that connection, that warmth. Lie down, sit up, just spend some time, speak to it. I love speaking to our chakras. I love speaking to our heart. What do you need right now? What do you need right now? Ask your heart, ask it. And then listen, not from your mind, from your heart space. What is sitting within your heart? What does it need? It will change all the time. Okay, you have to keep connecting in, but our heart space is about love, it's about happiness, the emotion of happiness, of joy, of connecting, but it's also about protecting us. It's about self-love and self-worth and forgiving ourselves too. So lots and lots of heart work. I think, we can all do lots of heart work, which I just love it. Anyway, next chakra. Solar plexus. Solar plexus chakra sits just above our belly button and it is yellow in colour. Another favourite of mine. They're all my favourite, I love them all. But solar plexus is a beautiful chakra as well. It is our core. It is who we are. It is all of the wonderful things that make up us. It's all of the things that make us beautiful and special and unique. And we all have a light within us that we can shine, to shine bright, to shine out into the world, to let others see our light, to connect with others, okay? What are your core beliefs? What are the things that make you you? And when we sit with that chakra, they're the things that we ask ourselves. Again, speak to it. What makes me me? What makes me beautiful? What do I love the most about myself? Citrine is a beautiful crystal to use, beautiful yellow crystal to use when working with our solar plexus chakra. And again, really simple way, behind your back, place a citrine crystal or your hands, or nothing. Just connect with that beautiful yellow light of that chakra. Feel it. Feel the energy swirling around. Feel it talking to you. Feel what's there. Get out of your head into your body and feel. And ask it, what makes me beautiful? I really like to always speak about that yellow light as a light switch. Okay? You can turn it off. There can be no light there at all. You can be so disconnected, so disaligned to your core beliefs, to who you are, to all of the things that make you so wonderful. It can be off. Or you can turn it on. And you can shine that light so bright that it blinds those around you. That people are drawn to you. People are drawn to your solar plexus light. People are drawn to that yellow light. Okay? People notice it. You have just that energetic connection. They notice it when your light's shining bright. When you are so connected to who you are, you know where you're going, you have all your dreams, your ambitions, you have everything there, and you're going for it. People are drawn to it. Or it can sit somewhere in between. It can just be like a little dimmer switch. Just a little dim, or perhaps half light. It's up to you. But turn that light on. When you can, turn that light on and let it shine. Shine bright for the world to see. Citrine crystal, beautiful one for that. Sacral chakra, just below your belly button, orange in colour. This is a goodie too. This is one that I have done a lot of work with, a lot of healing with. It tends to be that chakra where we push everything down into it. It's that region, that digestive region, reproductive, it's our hips, our belly, our lower back. It is where we hold so much emotion. It is where we push all of our trauma down. It is where we push all of those things down that we just don't want to deal with. And sometimes we do that knowingly. Now, it's too hard, push it all down, don't want to deal with it. And sometimes we don't do it knowingly. Sometimes we've just pushed it down unconsciously. We're unaware that we've pushed it away. Okay, so sacral chakra, it's a biggie. It's a hard one to work with. Been there, done that, still doing it. But it is a lot of trauma. Big significant events, any little things. We often hear about people reverting back and saying, oh, you know, like, it was just my mum once left me at the supermarket or something, or, you know, lost me in the supermarket aisle, and like, it doesn't seem like that huge a thing, okay, at the time, yeah, maybe, but it can have lasting consequences. Maybe not the best example. But you know, they can be small little things. I'm struggling to think of an example. Small little things that can just really trigger, and we can hold for a long time. And again, only you, in doing that work, will know what's there and what you're holding, okay? But it can affect our digestive system, worry, anxiety, IBS, you know, all of those kind of things, like irritable bowel syndrome, stress, worry, anxiety, all of those emotions, all of those conditions that sit there in your belly, and you can feel it physically sometimes when they're playing up. Reproductive system, huge. This was a massive one for me. And again, maybe a separate podcast that I will speak about, because I think it's really big. But yeah, I had to do a hell of a lot of healing when trying to conceive my first little boy. I've got 2 boys. My first one, it took us years, it took a good 2.5 years to conceive my first, and nothing physically wrong, and I was told that by many beautiful spiritual people around me. A lot of Reiki really helped there. There was things that I was holding from my childhood that I was completely oblivious to. And when it was pointed out to me over and over again, one time it pointed out, and it was like this light bulb, this switch. And that's the thing, you can hear things over and over again, but it's just that one time that it kind of just clicks. You go, right, yeah, cool. And I'm ready to hear it, and I'm ready to heal, and I get it. And I was holding that all in that area. As soon as I worked through that, as soon as I understood it, healed, worked through, let it go, I was pregnant the next week. It was pretty amazing, okay? So And obviously I'm not saying, this is not a fertility talk, this is not anything like that. I'm not saying, you know, that's the cause to all of your problems, if that's something you are struggling with. My heart goes out to you. But it's definitely something I think energetically we need to really honour our energetic body and the things that we hold and the traumas that we hold, and that healing and that working through to help us to release, and sometimes that's what we may need. So sacral chakra, orange in colour, beautiful to work with the crystal carnelian. Carnelian is beautiful. Interesting as well, because the Reiki that I had when I was going through all of this, the lady actually gave me a carnelian crystal, and it was shaped like a little baby, like a little fetus. It's very, very strange, but there we go. I've still got that crystal to this day. Very, very dear to my heart. Carnelian is beautiful. Lie down, place it on your sacral chakra, feel what's there. So many emotions there. Big emotions as well. We work with our hips. We can work with anger and resentment and frustration, all of those areas that I often speak about through our yin yoga practice as well. So carnelian is beautiful for that. All right, final chakra, base of the spine. Our base chakra or our root chakra, so it's known as both. And that is our home. It is our home. It is where we feel safe and secure and comfortable, okay? And that home isn't just our physical home. It isn't the roof over our head. It could be our inner home as well, okay? So where we feel safe and comfortable, where we feel like we belong. Okay, so when our base chakra is balanced, we can feel a sense of belonging. We feel like we belong here. We feel comfortable, we feel safe, we feel secure. If it's unbalanced, we can feel just like we're not too sure where we're meant to be. We can feel all over the place a little bit. We don't feel grounded. Our base, our root chakra really needs grounding. We ground and we center our feet firmly on the ground. And again, that sense of belonging. So again, a beautiful one. Red jasper is a beautiful crystal to work with for that. So red in colour, red jasper, to ground us down, to bring us back to home, back to where we belong. So hopefully that's helped you a little bit as we've worked through those 7 main chakras. I will, as I said, do another podcast perhaps going into a little bit of detail, a little bit more detail, some of the chakras, if that's something you'd like to hear, so let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and thank you all